Recorded live in New York City, the writing capital of the world. Welcome to the Virtual Writers Room with Israel Savage. So as artists, sometimes we resist the thought of structure. Sometimes we think structure limits us, when actually the opposite is true. One thing that I'll ask kids when I'm working with them is this question: what's the difference between a swamp and a river? And if I ask you that question, what would you say? The difference between a swamp and a river?
Swamp is dirty and a river is more flowing.
Okay, great.
Okay, it has direction.
Okay, all right, great.
And limits.
Oh, okay, great. All those things are true. There's flowing, there's direction, there's limits. And specifically, the thing that I want to focus on is that a river has banks. It has boundaries. A swamp is all over the place, but a river is channeled power and focus. It has boundaries. The Grand Canyon was cut by a river. That's the power of a river. It can create something as huge and powerful. Focus can cut through rock. Focused power can cut through rock. And so structure helps us. It actually frees us. I think of a few different productions here in New York. One that always comes to mind when I think of the power of limits and boundaries is the Spider-Man musical that they launched on Broadway. Julie Taymor, who directed The Lion King, was given a blank check. In other words, an unlimited budget for Spider-Man. Unlimited, as much as you want to spend, because Lion King was so successful. When you have as much money as you want to spend, you tend to throw money at the problems rather than digging deep, rather than looking at the story, rather than channeling your focus and energy. And so Spider-Man ended up way off schedule. It was off schedule. It was in previews, and then previews again, and then previews again, and then previews again, and never hit all the notes that, no pun intended, that they had hoped. Meanwhile, there was a improviser who was so disgusted by the idea of a blank check and what Spider-Man the musical was becoming, that he decided to launch an internet campaign to create Spider-Man the musical for a $0 budget in 1 month. And he did it. It was a huge feat, a huge news article. People came in, actors volunteered their time, a space was donated, and he created an entire Spider-Man musical in just 1 month. And it just goes to show you, again, that the power of boundaries. When you have boundaries, then you know, okay, I can dance from here to here, right? I can dance from here to here. And so let me focus on just this space. It truly does help. So much. All right. So structure, it's your friend. It's actually freedom. It's going to free you to dance within the boundaries, to dance on the stage.
If you liked the video you just saw, click on the link below to find out more about our virtual sketch writers room. You'll interact with writers from around the world, from the comfort of your living room, while you advance your professional writing career. For more information, go to instudios-nyc.com/VWR and MakeTVwithIN. We'll see you there.